seen that. That is the light value add that got us excited about this property.
Oh, as far as the rent acceleration projections?
Exactly. We are, when we put the property under contract, the average rent was $642.75. It's with every rent increase to $750, we're gonna get to that 15,000 level of gross income soon. So yes, to answer your question, we do see that trend upwards. The metric for the area is $827 average rent for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath unit in that Edinburgh, Texas area.
I see. So even with the current increase, we're still seeing, the prospect of greater demand for housing in that area.
Right, and again, the two components that play out in a winning formula is scarcity, lack of inventory in as a whole, but also in the area. But also remember, we're out of the eviction moratorium.
Right.
So Texas is not only the friendliest landlord state, but we also don't have this CDC controlled
Right. Yeah, that's a big deal. And I understand that some of them are month to month, so it makes it much easier for you to evict those that don't pay. And the way I look at it is that if there is more, turnover can be a good and a not so good thing, because every time somebody moves in, you collect first, last, and security deposit, right? So right. Cash flow actually can be potentially a little higher if you have, if you have able to have control over those tenants in terms of who you want to keep there or not.
Right. And this is what's so wonderful about real estate as an asset class that you can't get in other asset classes, stocks or minerals or crypto. And here you can get actually cash flow from the value added on your end, and you can also get the benefit of appreciation depending on the market. But this is a market where we're buying at 7.89% cap rate.
Mm-hmm. So that seems to me a very good, that's great, considering some of the other deals that you're seeing cap rates a lot lower.
Right. And I think what you said earlier about long-term appreciation versus immediate cash flow, it really depends on what everyone wants. Some people prefer the immediate cash flow. Some people don't need it and would rather have the security and the less risk of an appreciating market like San Francisco, for instance.
Well, it's nice to have a balance. That's what I look for in a portfolio. So that's what I was asking, so it fits. I have other investments that cash flow much more now, others where I have to wait for the payout later. But it just depends on the configuration.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
The analogy, Bettina, that I like to draw. Okay. You're renting in San Mateo right now. Imagine this, Bettina. 1.4 million for a house in San Mateo, or 1.4 million for 20 units in Texas. That's going to generate 16,000 a month.
100%. I get it. You don't have to explain it to me, which is another reason I'm not in California, and I can't wait to get to Texas. So anyway.
So to me, it's like, hey, as long as we get a good loan and we keep this property, we do cost segregation. Juan is already familiar with the area. He already owns real estate in that area.
That's a big deal. And Bobby was saying such great things about you and your expertise and how you do deals and how well you source them and do your due diligence. You really are very thorough with that. And that raises my comfort level because Bobby and I do a lot of deals together and I trust his judgment. I mean, of course, I do my own due diligence too, I ask my own questions, but it's great to have this person that has this, you know, a great ability to have a baseline feel for a good deal. So yeah, I look forward to it, definitely. And
Thank
I
you,
also
Bettina.
think that,
Thank you, Bobby. Yes.
I'm sorry. Now I forgot what I was going to say. Go ahead.
No, I think the bottom line is we're going to look for similar deals now that we're there. We want to eventually expand our footprint there, and it's a border town. It's gonna grow. People who cannot afford Austin and Dallas, they're gonna move down here.
Yeah.
So plus, you know, who knows what's going to happen with Starbase, if anything. But you know, but those are the signs that we are looking at. But yeah, I think it's worth exploring. So.
And one other thing Bobby mentioned is that the condition of the property is in great shape. So you don't have a lot of rehab, you don't have a lot of costs that you have to invest to improve the property. That's a big deal too. You know, that doesn't cut into
Right. Exactly. Here's the thing. That's you could continue to own it as it is and just be, you know, maintenance and fixing, you know, nicks and knacks. But you could also say, okay, in 4 years, we're gonna put in granite countertops. We're gonna, you know, we're gonna upscale it a bit and then shoot for maybe, let's say those rents are at $875. We're gonna shoot for $1,050, $1,100, just because of the, you know, you could do that. And then get the benefit of that incremental NOI and just, you know, potentially increase the value up to, you know, double what we're paying now.
For sure. Yeah.
You know? Yes, so Bobby, I don't know if I'm missing anything. We certainly want to use this recording and share it with